Hello again, everyone. Down in the woodworking shop. It's a kind of a cool, dreary day outside. Temperatures in the 50s, so I'm going to start on a new project, and it's definitely something I've never done before, so let me explain. Our grandson, who's almost 3, he's found something that he is wild about. He'll watch it on TV, and that's Monster Jam, which is monster trucks either in an arena or outside. They have them both ways, but he is just crazy about that, so I'm going to try to build him a monster arena. Hopefully make it look pretty realistic for him, and he'll have a good time playing with that. It'll be just made out of wood, and it's going to be like a table where he can stand at it and play. And my son's going to help me with it on detailing it with the ramps and the jumps and all the things you see on the monster arena. So let's get started. I have quite a bit of OSB pieces down here in the woodworking shop that I've accumulated over the past few months. So I think this piece right here will work. We've decided on a 48-inch long by 24 inches wide tabletop. So I'm going to rip this down to 24. That'll give us a 24 by 48. That'll be our table. We will need a base to set our tabletop on, or our arena on. So I had this old chair that the chair part got all torn and ripped, so I saved the frame. And in looking at this, I'm thinking this might just work. I can bend those two uprights to mimic these. And this would be the 4-foot direction of the table and 2 foot across. And I think that would work fine. Have the OSB cut to 48 by 24. I'm going to use these old pallet wood pieces for bracing. Kind of like that, and we'll screw them down to the pallet wood pieces. Got another one for the other side right there. And then we'll fill the ends in with just some 2-bys between the two main braces. A little bit of carpenter's glue. Okay, we got a pretty well braced base. I've got the old chair legs mounted in here. Put a screw with a washer on each one. So let's set it down on the floor and see what it looks like. I think that's going to work. Well, now that we have the frame built and the legs will work fine, now we'll put some sides on it that will be extended up a couple inches higher than the base. That'll keep all the monster trucks in the arena and won't let them fall off. Well, just finished up putting the edge around the table. It's about 1 inch high, and this is just 1/4 inch plywood that I put around the edge. Now 45 the joints and 45 the corners. Of course, that'll all get sanded and that'll smooth it out some more. And now I'll just use a jigsaw and cut out the hole for the where the mud pit will be. And to make sure that I've got the pit wide enough, it will fit down in there. This truck's done a lot of flips, as you can see. He's destroyed the front of it. So now that we have that cut out, we'll put a bottom in it and create a mud pit. It'll just go under there. Time to put some paint on the floor of the Monster Jam arena. And I have, this is just a dark brown porch paint. So let me get a coat of paint on this. Back to work on the monster truck arena. And I painted the floor of it brown, and that's been 3 or 4 days, so it's dried. And this is our schematic on how we're going to make it. My son actually drew this out because it's his son that we're building this for. That's Scott. He's right over there.
Hello.
And he's got it drawn to scale. Really makes it easy because we know exactly what we're going to do now. I'm going to let Scott bring the vehicles in and we'll show you what our plan is. This is a school bus. Of course, we're going to take the wheels off. And these little cars are going to be mounted in this area right here. And we think we can get 4. Yeah, easily. And he's got enough of those. We can put 4 on each side. And there'll be a ramp, jump over the cars, and another ramp there. And then these are some tires we took off of a broken truck that I showed you previously. It's the one that Connor had dropped several times, and he finished it off. So we took the tires off of it, and that's going to be right there. And I think our plan is to make these ramps out of styrofoam. Alright, I got all of our cars unpackaged. And on Monster Jam, if you'll notice when they have the cars stacked up, the cars and trucks, they're dented on top where the trucks have ran over them. So that's what I'm doing here. Took a hammer to that one, it's kind of like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to paint all the cars the same color. The bus, we've taken the wheels off. And we need a good flat surface on the bottom to glue. So I think we're going to just try to cut this right here. That way it'll set down kind of low like that. And we're going to take the tires off of the school bus. I'm cutting the axles off now. That's what it looks like. Alright, tell us what you're doing here, Scott.
I'm going to paint the tires yellow. That way they'll show up a little bit better.
Okay, this is what we have to make the ramps. Just this is 2-inch, pretty sure it's 2-inch styrofoam. That's next. We're going to try to trim that to look like ramps. We'll see how that goes. there's our first try at a ramp. And actually that looks pretty good. I think that's gonna work. So we're gonna cut 3 more of those. Okay, I guess we'll tackle the big ramp next, where the school bus is gonna be. Making some progress. There's the ramps for the school bus. And the bus is a little higher right now, but we are going to cover all these ramps with some Bondo, so that'll raise them up a little higher. And if he hits the bus, that's even better. That'll make it more realistic. We're going to have a backflip ramp right here, and it's going to be this way. So this whole thing's a ramp, correct?
Yeah, they'll drive the truck into it and do a backflip off of it right there.
Okay. But it's a ramp all the way across.
Correct.
Okay. All right, Scott's going to just shave the edge of that off at an angle, and that'll be our backflip ramp where you start at. Keep in mind, we're going to put a coat of Bondo on all of these ramps, so that'll smooth out the rough edges and hopefully make it look like it's a big pile of dirt going up to it. What do you think?
I think that's a good plan.
Okay. Hot glue. Just getting our final measurements here for the second ramp. And what, you got like 6 inches between them there now?
6 inches, 5 inches here.
Okay. And we have 4 cars, and they measure just a little shade over 5 inches side to side. So that should be good. We'll put that one right there. 2 more ramps. This is a school bus ramp. So we'll do some measuring and get it where it needs to be. Next, we're going to paint segments in the wall of alternating blue and red paint. In other words, maybe this section will be red and then blue and red, like that. And Scott's measuring. Now he's going to put some masking tape on where one color stops. And then if we start with red here, this will be red. Then this will be red, and then once it dries, we'll pull the tape off, and then this part will be blue when we go back and paint it. That's a good bright red. Okay, we're going to try to create a mud pit. And we're just using window and door expandable foam. This doesn't increase in size like all the regular foam does. So this is for windows and doors, minimal expansion. So all right, we got some white paint that we're going to paint the outside edge with. That's what Scott's into. Hey, he had enough paint, and that really made it look a lot better. with that red, and then the blue we're going to put in there. That'll be red, white, and blue. Out of time for part 1, so watch for the next video in part 2 where we'll finish up the Monster Jam Arena. Thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Thanks.